on this road, he lost his soul.
To a woman so heartless. Mm-hmm. How could you be so hot? Camera started, by the way.
How could you be so heartless? Hey!
How could you be so cold as the winter wind when it breeze, yo? Just remember when you talking to me, yo. You need to watch the way you talking to me, though.
That's going in.
All right. Welcome back to the WDK Podcast. Thank you again for listening, tuning in, and watching. Today, my name is Tavon. We got
JC.
Behind the camera, we've got
JJ.
And sadly today, Vivi isn't in the studio with us, so she's just here with us by spirit. She wasn't feeling the best, so, well wishes to her and whatnot. But, like usual, we're going to continue on with the show. Show must go on. So, does anybody have any opening remarks before we jump into this week's episode?
We need better regulations on who can fucking drive in the GTA, at least, and those who don't know, the GTA, not the Grand Theft Auto, but the Greater Toronto area, which is called the GTA out here, which is the places like Toronto, Brampton, Hamilton, Mississauga, in that area, Scarborough,
yeah.
Stuff like that. Well, Scarborough's technically part of Toronto now.
Yeah, I guess
it's the six.
It's one of the 6 boroughs. But anyways, yeah, I agree. Honestly, there's just bad drivers in all facets of life. I think everybody who's ever driven can relate with either seeing a bad driver, and if you can't, you're probably that bad driver.
To be honest,
you're probably that bad driver. So, yeah, I think everybody will be able to resonate with that.
Does remind me of a story I just watched recently. It was like it was like I was watching basically police chases, and this guy was caught going, it was in the U.S., he was caught going 100 miles in a school zone, which is 25 miles.
Jeez.
Quadruple the speed.
He was speeding, and then it was one of those, the police started chasing him, and he didn't pull over. He started running, and then ran through a red light and crashed into somebody and flipped his car.
The guy?
Yeah. The guy flipped his car, and the person he crashed into spun out and went into a ditch.
Bruh.
Bro, I was so pissed seeing that because it was just a couple that was just out driving.
About a day.
And the whole time the cop has this guy in custody because they got him, they handcuff him, they have him against the car. The whole time he's outside the car and inside the cop car. He's saying, "Yo, why do they who drives like that? Who how are you driving like that? Why are you so stupid?" And mind you, I'm actually cleaning it up because there was a lot of slurs and swears.
So he's mad at the other people
for
he
turning
crashed
out in front of him. Yes.
And he's flying.
He's doing 100 and a 25.
Bro.
So he's mentally insane.
And to put it into context for people who don't know, in the outside of freedom units, that's like what? Almost 200 kilometers?
Yeah.
I would say like 180.
Shy of 200, yeah. Just shy of it.
That's quite insanity. Granted, I have seen on the news people doing that as well. Like doing like 200 out here.
Oh, people fly. People fly.
People fly on the highway.
People been flying on the highway. So, and we've all I've gone pretty fast on the highway, but
I've always gone the speed limit.
He's lying. I drove in last week.
Sir, don't get me pulled over.
Yeah. Like I said, there's speeding and then there's reckless driving. So I think everybody does a little bit over. That's kind of normal.
Oh, actually, that reminds me as well.
But yeah, some people, I don't know. Like, if you're going well above the flow of traffic, that's too much. There's times where traffic is flying at 130, not gonna lie. Traffic, and I'm keeping up with traffic because that's the way the traffic's moving.
Yeah.
But if traffic's doing 110, I'm not out there doing 130, 140. No, that's too. Why are you going way above it? Exactly.
But it reminded me of a story. I forgot to say I was driving home from work the other day and almost got into an accident because some guy decided he wanted to cut up in an Elantra.
Just whipping in a Hyundai Elantra. cutting up. That's...
like actual cutting up. You know those ones where you see on the videos where they're like
Zoom,
pushing
zoom, zoom.
people out the way type.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Gosh, and then a launch. That, well, if it's modified, most cars can
It was not
really change.
modified.
But stock, what are you doing,
That
bro?
boy was driving a fishbowl.
That shit is like 140 horsepower. Chill.
I have more horsepower.
Chill.
than you.
Relax.
And I got a simple Mazda.
Like, gosh.
Hey, the lip kit adds 10 horsepower. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, that was just the intake that adds 5.
That's
So I went from 150 to 5.
sad. Anyways. All right. I think we should jump into a game. We've got a few games to play today. So I think if you watched our podcast before, we played this game one time before. It's called More or Less. So if you're not sure how to play, we're pretty much going to pull a card. The cards have trivia questions where there's an answer where it's either more or less. And for example, I'll do a quick round just so we can get an idea of the game if you haven't seen it before. I would ask a question like this here. Does a slug have more or less than 2 noses?
Oh.
That's such
Wait,
a weird
This
thing.
is a random
Less.
question.
That's
It's
just-
less. It's
it has
less.
to be less.
Than 2 noses?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Wait, noses?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, less.
Answer more.
What?
A slug has 4 noses. Apparently. Yo.
I'm Googling this because I don't believe you.
Apparently. I didn't say the answer. This is what the cards
I'm
tell
not
me.
looking at a slug at that close.
Gosh. I didn't know a slug has 4 noses. That's crazy as hell. But, all right. So kind of get an idea.
The Boston
Here you go.
University says slugs have 2 noses.
Well, this card said it has 4, man.
Maybe they meant
Maybe
four
they mean,
nostrils.
yeah, I was going to say, maybe it means 4 nose holes, like how humans have
2?
2, but we have 1 nose.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
All right.
I want to use that one just to get around that. Does a jumbo jet use more or less than 1,000 gallons of fuel when taking off?
We did this one
We
already.
did this one.
Have we?
Yeah,
It's more.
It's more.
Well, I'm gonna get a new card because the rest of these are very they pertain to the UK.
Okay, try to grab one from the middle. I think you grabbed one from one of the ends, and maybe
I think
all
I
the-
grabbed one from the top.
one of the ends have all the ones we've already done before.
Tight ass box, isn't it?
Yeah, I hate it.
Bro.
Sorry, don't mind me if I'm on phone. I'm just pulling up topics for the next sections and stuff.
I mean, it's normal for a podcast. Was the first submarine attack more or less than 150 years ago?
First submarine attack? 150. What was that? I even
It's
know.
gotta be less, right?
Nah, I would say more.
More.
See?
Really?
On September 7th, 1776.
Damn.
Significantly before the first car was invented.
Yo, so that's when you were born, 1776?
What?
Oh.
Damn.
Because I didn't know submarines were that old.
Yeah, I knew they were old, but
They're older than
there's
cars.
no way you knew they were that old.
I saw some TikTok video saying they were old as hell.
Why'd they struggle to make a car, but they can make a sub that could shoot a missile? What?
Because it can shoot a missile. That's
So?
what
Yeah.
they care about.
That's like
That's what they
what
care
Tomo's
about, to be honest.
Oh yeah, JJ hasn't done it yet.
Let's throw it at me.
All right.
Well then you close the box.
Yeah, because I was gonna pass it to him. I was gonna pull another card, but I'll let him go.
Okay, I see.
No, we know
Yeah,
that.
they always do war advancements first.
I don't like any of these. I'm picking a card.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, this one. More or less, does a newborn baby deprive its parents of more or less than 200 hours of sleep per year for the first year?
200 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Deprive the
Yeah.
parents.
I gotta say more.
More.
It is more. An average new parent will lose around 350 to 400 hours of sleep in the
Yeah.
first year.
I was gonna say at least an hour a day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
At least an hour a day.
Wait, it says 340 though.
350 to 400.
400.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
All right.
All right, I'll pull one more, and then we'll go. Learning new things, though.
I'm gonna just throw it at you, okay? If it hits you in the head, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah?
I'm not paying for the hospital bill.
We're in Canada. You don't have to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, last card. Let's see what it is.
I'm going to use future sight. It's more.
Well, you think you have that good observation hockey? That's what you think?
Go ahead.
I don't think your observation is that well. Is that good?
Pretty good
Right.
armor. I'm all black.
Mine's way better. Look at me.
All right, there's two questions I want to ask here. Because they're just random. All right, so first, does sound travel at more or less than 10 times the speed in water versus than it does in air?
That's actually less.
That's
That is
more.
less.
You think it travels?
Faster in air or water?
Yeah, like
Uh,
they're saying in water it's 10 times as fast as than it is in air.
Oh, it's less.
Less? And you say less?
Yeah.
Yeah, less. Okay. It's only about 4.3 times as fast.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So it is faster, but it's
I actually saw that in a slow-mo guy's video.
Oh, really? And this other random one. Does a crocodile have more or less teeth than a dolphin?
Dolphin has more teeth.
No, crocodile has more, actually.
I'm saying dolphin has more, so less.
Okay. And the answer is less. Crocodile has 64 teeth. Dolphin has 100.
Damn.
Wildcrats got me. Shout out to Wildcrats.
Wildcrats.
It's good.
Sir, you're talking to the Zabumafu era. Same brothers, too.
Yeah. So more or less teaching us things one day at a time. Anyways, pretty decent game. Nice little random trivia game to play, but obviously not too deep or heavy. I did have a topic that I wanted us to kind of go over or discuss, or a post I saw. It's more of a reaction thing. So I'm going to put the video, or we'll edit the video up here so you guys can see it. And then just want you guys to view this thing and just imagine if this was you. All right, so look at this. Look at this shit.
Pensaron verme sufrir, se equivocaron todos. Se equivocaron todos. Estoy de y no me podía.
Alright, look at this. You gotta look at this. Watch that. Imagine that. Yo! That's what I was saying. It is okay. We should have put a trigger warning.
Yeah, but you need a trigger warning for that stuff.
Okay.
All right, guys. No, and truthfully, YouTube, he's okay.
Yeah. This
is okay.
I did check YouTube comments, videos, and stuff like that.
He's okay.
He's okay. He didn't die. He actually wasn't. I don't think he broke his back.
I don't think
based
so.
on the
Because to be
comments.
honest, the way it looks, he probably pushed on the top, his T1. So
Bro.
it's it probably at worst bruised.
Yeah.
Yo.
I know that hurt, though.
I know that hurt.
You know when you underestimate something? Man, I was just like, oh, they're just ducking. Let me just
duck too.
There's a certain point where it's it's no longer in your control. You are stuck.
I just imagine the truck driver be like, what's this tension? Why can't I go? You have no clue. Bro, crazy. Oh, gosh. So when I saw that, I was like,
That's
bro.
an immediate, he immediately screamed. Like,
Oh,
you can't
it's game.
He passed out.
It's game. It's game. I'm sure I'm sure the noise that would come out of me in that moment
Because his lungs were compressed as well.
it's one of those moments where that noise where you're like, yeah, that's the noise. Yeah,
People who got gangs.
exactly. It's one of them noises that I would make for sure. So, bro, I just thought that
He definitely has scoliosis after that.
oh, he's done, bro. He's
Oh,
done.
man.
Gosh, and like,
Hey, but his back, you know what it is?
mm.
The top and bottom of his spine aren't straight, but the completely straight. So you get that shit in the box.
But now he probably decreased in height too. Before he was 5'5", now he's 5'2".
He's gotta go
Bro,
dangle off some monkey bars or something.
Yeah, you gotta
Decompress the spine.
decompress the spine for real. Oh my god,
Oh,
that's too good. Yeah,
I know he did. Yeah, he didn't want to go to work for the rest of the week.
bro, was probably just getting back from a job.
Yeah, dog. What it
Oh
looked
my
like
God.
in there were like propane tanks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
like, bro, just packed all them heavy propane tanks or all them empty ones. So he's been tossing around propane tanks all day to get your spine compressed,
Nah.
not decompressed, to
Nah.
get it compressed.
Yeah, that clip right there just did it for me. Killed me when I saw it.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, it doesn't make sense. Let me see. I had another thing that I also wanted us to kind of discuss. Oh, this world record I saw. I just want to see what you guys can guess. So I saw this post online. It's like, what do you think is the world record for the most consecutive push-ups in the
Done?
world? Yeah.
Average. I know a lot of people can do like 60.
Mm.
So I would say
Remember, this is world records.
real record. I'd have to say like 150, 200, 150 to 200.
I'll say like, I'm gonna give it an exact number. I want to see if I can get it dead on.
Don't baby it. Like, try.
That's why I'm gonna see if I can get it dead on.
If we're going dead on,
236.
I feel like it's way more than I expect. But I'm gonna go
Because
with
remember, this is world record. Like,
Yeah.
if somebody trained their life,
to do push-ups.
That's true. That's a
like we like Speed could probably do
365.
A quick 100.
365. I'm gonna say one for each day.
365 is crazy. I don't think nobody has enough stamina to do that though.
Bro, there's
No.
people holding up
There's
pillars that would
monsters,
crush
bro.
people.
There's monsters in this world, bro.
Nah,
Eddie Hall?
he can't do that much. Remember, he's
Yeah,
heavy.
he can't. But
Yeah,
what I'm
not
saying,
push-ups, I'm saying. But
imagine like someone
he-
like Speed. Like,
Speed could probably do like 60. I would say.
I guarantee Speed could probably do 100.
No.
he has done 100.
I bet you. could
Consecutive?
easily-
No, he has to take breaks.
No,
I
I'm
bet
pretty
you
sure
could do
there's like a
100
clip
straight.
of him doing 100. He like
Yeah.
somebody challenged him and he did 100 on the spot. It was the
Therefore
what's
took
his
breaks.
face? I don't know football that well, but the player that he was just with where they did the 1-on-1.
Pogba?
No. It was
Was
a
it
white
like-
guy.
What? Oh, Ronaldo?
No.
Neymar?
No. Neymar
Garnacho?
is not white.
Whatever.
I don't know,
though,
but
so-
like But yeah, he challenged him to do 100 push-ups, and he dropped and did it there on the field. And then right after, he challenged Speed to a race.
Because he speed races a lot of people.
Everybody.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
So 360 or 365?
365.
I'm going to go with 220.
220. All right. Neither of you are even a little bit close.
It's in the 500s, isn't it?
This motherfucker did. Hang on. I'm going to read this number.
Oh no, the fact you have to read it.
Wait, what?
10,507.
Cap. I call cap. I call straight cap. I call BS.
10,507 consecutive push-ups.
I call straight BS.
Oh my.
Consecutive push-ups.
I call street BS.
10,507.
I
You know-
call
you know
They
what
have
he
to
had? You know what
change-
he had?
It-
He
it-
had the exoskeleton that fucking Rigby had.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
They
right.
get on board.
No, Japanese guy Minoru Yoshida from Japan holds the world record.
Nope.
It could be possible because
Guinness World Record
is
has
he a small guy?
it doesn't show the
he's
picture of
probably
him.
toned, but
It doesn't,
What's
doesn't
his
show
name?
the picture of him. Minoru, Minoru, Yoshida, Yoshida. He did it in October 1980.
Yeah, he's pretty skinny from what I can see.
I figure you have to be kind of light to be able to
It's at the
do
point
a high amount of push-ups.
Guinness World Record will only now record how much you can do in a 24-hour window. So, which means he probably did it over the course of like 2 days or something.
Straight push-ups?
Just
He's not that.
consecutive.
He's pretty built. He's not super skinny, but
I
he's
figured
built.
toned. 10,000 push-ups will tone you then.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Bro.
kind of crazy. When I first, I was like, "That's not a normal number."
How do you even figure out you could do that?
Like, what kept you going after like 2,400? Like, are you crazy?
At a certain point, I'd just get, like, even if I could do that, at a certain point, I would get bored.
Like, I don't do.
He's been doing consecutive push-up for days.
Yeah, I don't like do 10K.
Yeah, you check your
steps in a
phone.
day.
Actually, it's
Yeah,
1980.
1980. Ain't no damn
No
phone.
phone to check.
When checking his carrier picture.
But why did he do that? That they had no benefit for him basically.
He probably got paid.
Yeah,
I
Guinness
like a bit.
pays. Guinness
And-
pays.
Yeah, but like, there's probably a
And you're in
decent
the
bit,
Guinness World Records as well. That's
And, like-
notoriety, especially in the 80s.
especially
Yes.
to be like representing your country.
Because think about it. Back then, it's not like there was internet or
Yeah, so
anything,
people would actually read it.
Word of mouth was how you learned
No,
about
it was just
people,
that,
or
like-
news or books and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
Guinness
yes.
World Records hold a lot more weight than it does now. Nowadays, nobody really cares about that.
Yeah,
that
because there's
much.
people doing stupid stuff.
Guinness World Records.
Anything to get in the Guinness Book.
Yeah.
It was borderline on the level of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you made a feat in that the Guinness World Record would recognize,
If you're in the book,
you're
that's the thing.
practically like
'Cause
an Olympian.
the Guinness World Records, I don't even think they put all the records in a single book anymore.
No, because there's too many. Because people just do random stuff.
Yeah.
So if you made it in the book,
Back then, it probably was just a book.
yeah, it probably was just the
Because
book.
they didn't have as many random things. Like at the back end of the days, it was the 80s, you know. So
Obviously, over time, just creativeness, figuring out like, oh yeah, instead of being the one who does the most push-ups, I'm the one who's able to like do the most like rim touches. Like I jump and touch the rim over and over.
Yeah.
mhm. yeah, crazy stuff though. I don't know how people even get to that level.
10,000.
10,507. Just the 507 is double what you were guessing.
Yeah.
Just get, like, go touch grass, my nigga. Too many sweats.
I wonder how sweaty he was after that.
I probably had no water left in him.
Yeah, he's probably super
He was
dehydrated.
probably drinking while he was doing it and stuff like that, different
Yeah,
stuff.
straw.
I'm
That's
like-
somebody swapping out the white like a hamster cage water bottle type.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because I'm sure it wasn't like he had to do them speedy, and at some point it probably like slowed down to a snail's pace. Like,
Yeah, but if you
go
didn't
down
sweat, yeah.
and then go back up. The whole thing is that he couldn't stop. So if he's still in push-up form, I'm sure it still counts.
Yeah.
So if he stops and planks or whatever,
Hey, that's harder.
it is. But that's the only time he'd probably be able to drink and eat
Yeah, true.
and stuff like that, and use the washroom.
Oh yeah, how do you do that?
He's pissing himself. That's
He was
what
probably peeing himself
probably
and
pissing
stuff.
himself.
But
Just-
like,
Very strict liquid diet for a few days, so you don't have like much bowel movements to do. So
yeah, he probably have no bowel movements and just drink water and stuff like that. And
And
then,
electrolytes so you don't die.
he's legit just like
because
do your
to
push-ups.
be honest, yeah, 10,000 push-ups is a lot, but it's not going to be more than 2 days.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Depends.
He could do a push-up like every 2 seconds, even at a slower pace, let's say. Right? And how many seconds are in a day? I don't know, like
I-
68,000 or something like that.
You want me to do the math?
Yeah,
36,000?
Just Google search. I think it's like 68 something. Just Google search how many seconds in a day.
What
It's
is it?
86,400.
86,000. Yeah. So
Divide that by 2 is 43,200.
So he could technically at a
I've done it in one
what
day.
he could have done it in one day. That's why I say I guarantee there's times he just stopped and held
It was just
himself
holding
up
plank or holding full.
The whole
Yeah.
push-up form, yeah.
and then eat and drink and stuff like that because it's just as consecutive. It doesn't necessarily say like non-stop. So it's not like it has to be back to back. You just couldn't take a break in between doing push-ups.
Mm.
or leaving the form. Is what I assume.
I wonder if they pull off getting the world's longest time spent on a video game.
There's no way.
You can't.
There's probably people doing
Currently,
They've been playing the game since last year.
Yeah, there's probably people on like a 4-year run.
That girl,
The Twitch streamer girl?
the Twitch streamer was streaming for 3 years straight.
Yeah, she hasn't stopped. But yeah, just a random topic I wanted to jump into or mention. So, all right. Any other remarks before we move along?
Nah.
I can't even do 20 push-ups.
You can't do 20?
Nah, I can't. I'm lying.
I was gonna say,
I think my max is 25.
I can't.
I was gonna say,
Not gonna lie.
I can't either, but I was gonna say like you could do 20 if I could do 15.
My max is 25.
Gosh.
And I'm done.
All right. Anyways, continuing on, we are going to step into a section. I think we promised a few episodes back if you've been watching.
More than a few.
But we're finally here. We're going to do it. We're going to do a Mount Rushmore. I know the trend's dead and gone, but we're going to do the Mount Rushmore because we promised that we would do an anime MC Mount Rushmore. We did one about
animations
and like cartoons and stuff like that in general, but we want to hone in on anime, and we're going to hone in even more on MCs. So we're going to be picking the Mount Rushmore, 4 of our favorites, and who we think are big, impactful MCs or like top tier MCs across the world of anime. So
Hinata is not going there.
let's go ahead.
You started off.
We'll start it
Hinata's
off.
not
Okay,
there.
Let's see if does anybody have one they think is an easy yes
Yusuke.
Who?
from Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yeah.
I haven't
don't
watched.
agree.
Really?
Yeah, Yusuke's cool, likable, but I don't think he's GOAT MC.
I would have to say Lelouch.
That's who I was gonna say.
See, I have no opinion on that. I haven't watched.
Code Geass, that's crazy. You're missing out on peak.
Lelouch is actually rated the top MC on I think it's my anime list or Crunchyroll or something.
Mm.
He's rated the top MC of all time.
And
Personally, like yeah, if y'all didn't know, Code Geass is my number one. I love that beyond anything else. And yeah, Lelouch, in my opinion, the best MC. Arguably the best ending to an anime ever as well. But we're just
that's debatable. That's debatable. That's debatable.
Sir, I want you to watch the end of GT and not cry.
GT.
Yeah,
Bro,
it's like that, dog.
listen,
The end of GT is like that.
I don't know about that. Still,
Code Geass is
You gonna
ending.
shed a tear.
I'll watch it tonight. I watch the whole thing.
Masterpiece.
I'll binge watch the whole thing tonight, just to prove your point wrong.
Not the anime. No. GT, the anime sucks. Well, the first half I'll say sucks.
Are you talking about the movie?
No, GT, like Dragon Ball GT.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like the anime isn't great,
Uh.
but it gets better from I would say I think Super 17 comes first
Yeah, but like
when they get back to Earth because
But-
they're out exploring the planets and it's very Dragon Ball esque where it's adventures.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a fan of that. But when they get back to Earth, it goes more into like the Dragon Ball Z type thing where
They're fighting and stuff.
the fighting enemies and stuff like that. It gets good from there. But I'm saying that ending, man,
Mm,
it's probably because it's holding a lot of weight of the ending of Dragon Ball the series.
okay. Sorry.
A very emotional ending though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll see about that.
For me, yeah, like I said, Lelouch was an easy 1 out of the 4. If you watch the anime, you'd see like he's got growth. He's a real person. He's not perfect. He's extremely smart. He makes mistakes, but he knows how to recover. And like, guys, growth is beyond anybody. Like, he goes from being the best or thinks he's the best and then fucking falls to the bottom. And then works his way up and learns he makes mistakes and fucking learns from like trust. He's
A lot of people would also
great
say
MC.
Light though.
Light as a good
No.
MC?
Yeah. Why
Light's
not?
practically a fucking villain.
He is a villain.
He is a villain.
So how is he a good
L's the technically
like
the MC.
like not Light's a bad guy. Well, I guess he could be an MC and a bad guy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because in technicality, pirates are bad guys. So
And Luffy is the main character.
yeah. I don't know, man. I think My problem is, bro, if Death Note had ended after the first half,
Would have been better.
it'd have been a masterpiece. It would have been a masterpiece.
But
But
money
the
calls, bro.
second
Money
half?
calls.
Like,
Money
what?
talks.
That's why we have Naruto.
That's why we shit anime.
That's why that alien showed up.
Like,
Basically.
yeah, so I don't know if I would say light. Another one I would say it's a struggle. I've mentioned it before. I've said it a million times, bro. Hinata Show,
bro.
He's my
The real orange guy.
my second favorite
What?
MC of
Real
all time.
orange
What do you mean the real orange? Yo, get out of here. What do you mean the real orange
I
guy?
can't.
Don't
actually
play
say- I
Naruto
can't
like that.
actually-
All right,
Whoa.
let's not beat around the bush.
This nigga said, hold on. The real orange guy is Goku.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean the real orange? Oh,
Orange key.
okay. His thing.
I'll
there's a
still
bunch
say Naruto is the orange guy.
Hmm?
You see that orange jumpsuit? You say Naruto.
You see that orange key and it's Goku.
too.
True. Okay.
But then again, you see that orange hair and it's Ichigo.
You see that orange hair and it's Hinata.
Ichigo before him.
Circling it back.
Let's chill. Hinata, he's
No.
he's legitimately one of the best MCs.
Okay. I haven't watched the anime, so I'm just
That
chatting
third
shit right now.
season is what
What's up?
proved it too. The training camp
Oh
The training
man,
camp
is he
is
good?
proves he's okay. He's really,
Holy!
his
Okay.
character. He actually has
Great character development.
amazing character development.
Great character development. Such a likable character. He does have struggle moments, and there are parts where you're just like you're fucking up, and you feel for him. Like, my God, it's a good anime, and he's a great MC.
If I have to concede Lelouch, you gotta concede.
I have to
Hinata.
because especially since the comments are gonna hit on me because I've not watched the anime and
Nah.
I'm chatting over here.
It's so good.
It's so
And the
good.
crazy part is, it's not like you have to, like, you can still watch it. You prefer to watch it in dub.
Yeah.
You can still watch it in dub because it's out in dub.
Mm.
Yeah, but like we're not promoting
And the
illegal
voice-
websites, JC.
I'm not promoting illegal websites. There's legal websites that have it as well.
Crunchyroll doesn't have it.
My
Crunchyroll
anime,
doesn't, but
my anime list, isn't it?
I don't know if you can watch on my anime.
Or
list.
not? What is it? The Funimation.
Okay.
Funimation, I think got bought out by Crunchyroll, but I think you'd have to go to Toho or something like one of
Toei?
those other page.
Mm,
Not Toei, because
that's an animation company.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
But I
didn't
think there's
know,
I think there's another company like Toho or something.
Mhm.
that's
Oh
like a
yes, I
streaming
do.
site.
Yes, yeah, Toho, yeah.
But,
How about Edward from Full Metal Alchemist?
I know he's a contender. Ed is. I know everybody was screaming F.
Does have great
Growth,
Full
yeah.
growth, yeah.
I don't even know if he has much growth in the show that we see. Like, the thing is, when we see him at the beginning, he's already done a lot of growing. If you count his flashbacks, he has a lot of growth. Yes,
Mhm.
from his being a kid to where he ends in the show, there's a lot of growth. From where we start off with him, there's still some growth, but I don't think it's as monumental. Because he's already, when we're introduced to him, he's on his path of growth. But it's the same way how I feel about like Ichigo. Ichigo
I don't
doesn't
think-
have much
It's
growth.
No.
it's. I was talking with JJ about this earlier. It's the flat character arc. It's the ones where you don't really necessarily see their growth. Their huge character development,
Hmm.
but you see the growth from where you start.
Exactly.
There's obviously learning and changing.
Mm.
But typically, the flat character arc is used to make everybody else realize their character flaws and have huge character development,
Yeah.
like with Goku and Vegeta,
Yeah.
Goku and Frieza. I would say Naruto and Pain, Naruto and
Yeah.
Sasuke,
Sasuke,
and
yeah. Naruto, of course, by the way, we know Naruto is a contender. Like, I'm sure everybody's like, how are they talking about this and they haven't mentioned Naruto?
I want to put him up
Obviously,
there.
Luffy as well.
I would say less Luffy.
I would say less Luffy.
Well, I agree.
Maybe more now
How?
because the series is continuing and there's a lot more fans getting onto One Piece. I like Naruto does have a lot, but it's not like people are gaining it from seeing Boruto.
Mhm.
They're especially since he's not really in Boruto.
Actually, I wonder if
The main point of growth for Luffy is when he realizes he's weak.
And
And
Luffy's also one of the flat character arcs. that was just a big character development we got from him.
Yeah.
In the time skip. It was the same thing with Naruto, where he realized he was weak. He was too weak to save Sasuke.
Yeah.
I want to see.
But like I was saying before, Naruto has always been convicted in bearing the pain of, and suffering and stuff like that.
I mean, he has always wanted to be the Hokage, and he never gave up on that. But we see him from a kid be an idiot, doesn't even know how to do a shadow clone, was just giving trouble in the village.
I would say that's character growth. That's less development. It's not like they were developing any of his personality traits. It was more like he was growing as a ninja. He was becoming a stronger ninja.
Yeah, just looking at this list I found for like IGN and stuff.
And you see him use Talk no Jutsu against Zabuza for the first time.
They put Luffy as number 1.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, was this? Yeah, he used it.
It was Zabuza.
There was a time. Let's see.
The upside to talking Naruto on podcast as well is because it's done. There's no spoilers.
There's no spoilers. Yeah.
Show's been out way too long. If you missed it, you missed it. I know I'm always talking about how that people may have not got to it, but like everybody knows about
Naruto at this point.
Yeah, I wonder if Jinwoo would be a top contender.
Hell no!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that.
No. Well, I mean, he won anime protagonist, didn't he?
I don't know how he did that. I can't lie.
Like Jinwoo is like, and like even Frieren.
What's his name? Actually, I guess not a lot of people liked Itadori as a main character. They liked Yuta a bit more, but
Yuta?
Itadori from JJK.
Oh, Itadori. I thought you said Dora.
No.
Yeah. No, there's no way Yuji's popular enough. People love Gojo.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would also say, what's his name? What's that guy's name?
Hmm.
Midoriya from My Hero.
I don't think people love him enough. There's so many people who hate him.
I didn't like him either.
I think a lot of people do hate him for his crying.
But he grows from that. He's no longer crybaby as much.
But that was a lot of early criticism. But then it's also followed with, unfortunately, there's a subset of fandom with that anime that kind of like does a lot of the shipping that turn people away from that anime.
Yes.
So his popularity decreases based off of that.
I don't think Midoriya can, because if we're not gonna put say Luffy there, there's no
way Midoriya is making it. To be honest, yeah.
Luffy's definitely higher up.
I have one proposition to throw out, even though I haven't seen this anime, but when I've listened from hearing about this MC, I feel like he's a big one. Gon?
No.
Nah,
from Hunter x Hunter? No.
He's not even a favorite in his anime.
It's Killua, and
everybody loves Killua.
Yeah.
I mean, so?
Yeah.
A lot of people like Sasuke more than Naruto as well. A lot. They pardon his blunders in that show.
Outside of like, girls that want to freaking date Sasuke.
That's the same thing with Killua.
I hope not. Killua's a child.
13, yeah. I hope not.
But you think Hisoka cared?
But I think majority of people who don't have any like romantic feelings towards any of those characters, majority of people like Naruto over Sasuke.
True, but I'm saying this in the sense of like the way the character, because they typically like the Deuterogonists more because of their aura, with the Zoros and the Sasuke's and the Killuas and the Vegetas and shit like that.
Yeah, true.
But character-wise, Gon is a better character than Killua.
You haven't watched the anime?
From what I listened to this podcast that kind of like they explained through and through. It's actually gotten me enticed. I actually kind of want to watch it.
Watch it, bro.
I'm gonna watch it.
I feel like Gon is
just having that like that warmth of like he draws curiosity to him in the form of like pretty much he gets away with a lot of shit he shouldn't get away with in that.
Yeah, but once again, even like once again, I haven't seen Hunter fully. I watched up to a bit of it, but
you only watched up to the what's it called arc, innit?
I don't even know.
when they were running in the staircase,
The hallway.
the hallway.
Well, they got to these platforms.
There's a tournament arc.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But like,
Have you seen
I wouldn't
Hisoka
put-
versus Gon yet?
no. But
Okay.
I've seen the fight because I watch it
Yeah,
on
yeah,
YouTube.
but like I was saying, like
I was gonna say, he still doesn't hold up to Naruto and Luffy. Right now, I'm trying to find people to put above them. If I couldn't put them above them, then those two take the
All right,
last
I'm
two
gonna throw
spots
one
for me.
more out then.
Yeah.
We've been beating around the bush. Goku.
Goku.
I've been holding off, but like
Goku's a very
he is the.
strong.
I would
contender.
say Goku is the best representation of the flat character arc.
That has
Think about
zero
it.
development.
Every,
He's the exact same person he was at the beginning
That's
of
what
the
I'm saying, the
series.
flat
Yeah,
character.
I know.
but like everybody he has gone against has had major character development. Piccolo was a bad guy. Tien was
Yeah.
a bad guy. Yamcha was a bad guy.
Naruto wasn't a bad guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
He was a mountain bandit,
Oh, okay.
and he was trying to steal from them.
Okay.
And Vegeta,
The
hell,
androids.
Beerus,
The androids were bad.
Frieza's warming up. to him.
Frieza, yeah. Broly.
Exactly. His representation of a flat character arc, and he's the grandfather of shonen anime.
Yeah. Goku's a good contender for this spot. Right now,
I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't fight for Goku.
it's right now for me.
Because we're talking spot 3.
Yeah.
Spot 3. How about
4.
Eren Yeager.
Aaron Yeager.
He's a good character. He is the dude.
I'm
Bro just gave his heart out to the crowd.
a Yeagerist at heart. I don't care.
Aaron Yeager.
I'm a Yeagerist at heart.
I still couldn't put Aaron Yeager over Naruto.
Over Naruto?
Luffy.
I'll put him over Luffy.
I don't think so, personally.
Mm.
I like the anime, and Aaron's cool, but to say he's a better MC than Luffy, ain't no way.
He doesn't have that. I feel like he's not as, for lack of better words, lovable as Luffy.
Because he was made to be the villain.
Yeah.
But even when he tried to be lovable, I don't think it was as much. Like early Aaron, we all loved it. First season Aaron, we all loved him.
Yeah.
Right? And I still don't feel the way that I did with Luffy. It's not the same. It's not comparable. So
Yeah, I guess to a certain degree, I would say he doesn't actually of the protagonist, because granted, Attack on Titans is not a shonen, but he doesn't have the flat character arc. He does have a really good character development.
Yeah.
Granted, it may be construed as the opposite way.
mhm.
Like he didn't develop to be better, but
Developed to be worse.
Yeah.
not like worse as like an anime
He did.
anime character,
He
but
did
like
kinda turn.
worse as a personality trait type thing, where it's like
Yeah,
he
well-
was less lovable later on because of
He was turned into a Jaegerist.
he became exactly.
It's not even that. Like the last season, he wasn't even a character at all. He just checked out. There was no.
He was a
Aaron,
plot device.
right? Like the last season.
Yeah, but that's cause it explains everything you in the end.
I know the very last episode, you get to see Aaron again.
Yeah.
You know, but the last season, you don't even. He practically ain't in it.
Yeah, basically. He becomes nonchalant.
He just non-existent. There's no motions, nothing. He doesn't talk to nobody. He doesn't.
But you know why now.
You know why at the very end, which is
I
not even
have
that
a question.
great, but
based
anyways.
I have a question based on that.
Hmm.
Is that really a deter of a character? Like
What?
having an absent
Arc.
season,
Yeah, absent arc.
an absent arc where like
They're
they're not
depressed.
as good in that arc because of certain things,
Things that are
They're
happening,
Just the
yeah.
Chekhov's gun. They're just the plot device until you are revealed later that their intentions were more in the great character aspect. Like Itachi, right?
Yeah.
Early, everybody hated Itachi.
Yeah, because he was just you
because
killed my bro.
You don't know his
True.
motives.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't write off Aaron because they didn't reveal it to the very end, but it's character. Even with that considered,
I wouldn't put him on Mount Rushmore,
Just
but
alright.
he is a high tier character. I would say he falls around the Naruto Luffy area.
Yeah. And I say he
But
beats
those
Luffy.
three aren't in.
The thing, yeah, they're contenders. Because right now we have Lelouch. I'm letting Hinata slide. And are we putting Edward there or no?
I say we put Goku.
Edward, Goku.
Edward, Goku, Naruto, Luffy, Eren.
I know there's probably a bunch of people like, why is Hinata up there? But he's literally my
Watch the
favorite
anime. I
MC.
promise you, you'll realize that he's the great.
There's no
Great
MC
character.
better than him. Like, actually.
Huh?
There's no MC. Well, Lelouch. Okay. Lelouch is
And
top.
I will put Hinata above Lelouch.
Yeah, 'cause you don't know him. But Hinata is more lovable than Lelouch, but Lelouch is just a better all-around character. That's why I'm putting Hinata up there. He's just, as much as I love Naruto, I don't even love Naruto as much as I love Hinata.
Crazy statement.
Watch the show, bro. You'll see it.
No.
But, all right, I think I can agree to Ed, Goku, Lelouch, and Hinata. I know some people are screaming for leaving off Naruto, Eren, and Luffy.
And there's some people screaming about Deku. There's some people screaming about fucking what's his face?
Jinwoo, there's people
Jinwoo.
screaming about Frieren.
What
there's
is his
people
name? I'm
screaming about-
blanking on it. Tanjiro.
I know. There's no way Tanjiro.
What's Tanjiro? Oh, Tanjiro's from Demon Slayer?
Shinra.
From
just
Fire
naming
Force?
MCs. I'm just
Ah.
naming MCs, but there are people who have allegiance to such, so there's gonna be
Yeah.
haters regardless.
Yeah, the people are gonna hate that we didn't put like Sailor Moon or didn't put that I was like not really to Yusuke or like Inuyasha. Although I can't imagine anybody thinking Inuyasha is the best.
No.
Yeah,
That one, go ahead, send a hate comment.
yeah.
His brother-
Or a lot of people take Guts from Berserk. I just thought of that.
I've never actually watched.
I've never watched it either, but I know a lot of people.
I didn't want to watch it. I want to read it.
Yeah, 'cause a lot of people say anime is horrible and the manga's way better.
That's just because they were learning. They were starting to do CGI.
I
Yeah.
can't think of what
stuff,
other
and
like
it didn't pan out well.
great animes are we not really thinking about?
Mob, Saitama. I'm just naming MCs.
Saitama.
What's his name from Food Wars?
Soma. Soma's pretty cool, but the thing is, I was trying to pick a mix of characters, right? So like, Hinata when I think of lovable MCs, Hinata's the top. There's no one better at being loved.
The bro's the sun. He's sunshine, man.
He's the top. When it comes to development, I don't think anybody's done it like fucking Lelouch has. And I know like Ed kind of falls in that same boat. They both were like growth characters and like went through real life shit and real life decisions and like conflict within themselves that made them do certain things. That's very big on it. And then like you said, Goku, although he hasn't had development himself, his impact to everybody else has been monstrous. He's one of the only MCs that's turned everybody
He's fought into a friend. Like fuck, Jiren fucks with him now.
Yeah.
everybody he turns. So, and Goku's also a monumental MC. Like, he's probably the most popular out of any.
Yeah.
Out of anybody on that list, on the top 4 we put there, he's the most.
Yeah,
Popular.
he's the most popular.
Is Goku more popular than Naruto?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Just because I know for sure that like. Actually, this is the one way I can prove it specifically. Goku was at the Macy's Day Parade. Naruto was not.
Still.
But then again, Luffy was as well. They popped his hat. His hat popped.
They popped Luffy's hat.
It popped on a tree. It was afloat, and it popped on a tree.
All right. I think that's my rush words. Can we all say in agreement?
I would change Hinata.
Who would you put?
What do
in
you
there?
think he would?
You'd put Naruto. You'd put Naruto.
No, put Eren.
Eren over Naruto.
Yes.
Crazy.
Bro, I think I said this a couple episodes back. I think Attack on Titan is the best anime of all time. Fight me in the comments.
There are people who agree with you for
A
sure.
ton of people will agree with you.
A lot of people
I think
that has only watched Attack on Titan.
I think Code Geass is the best anime of all time. Personally,
It's up there.
I think Frieren has potential to fucking beat them both, though.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
The One Piece is real.
The anime isn't even done. You can't speak yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Let it there. Let's let it.
I bet the One Piece is gonna be the One Piece horrible. When it ends, I feel like the ending is gonna be horrible.
I don't think it'll be horrible, but it'll never live up to the hype.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's
So-
way too. It's what 20 years in the making.
Yeah, it just won't live up to the hype. Even Attack on Titan didn't live up to its hype. And that was
They
that's because
split up them seasons,
personally I
bro.
didn't even like the ending.
They split up them seasons, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, but it was over the course of like 10 years.
That's what I mean, like because they took too long. The hype for it started, and the people who read the manga were like, "Bro, you have no idea. You're not gonna like
I think
this."
Attack on Titan came out in 2012.
yeah, something
So,
like that.
12 years or something.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on. We're gonna.
All right, before we
Jump.
hop out of the anime section for a second, I just need one hot take. I'm just gonna give you one hot take.
Mm.
Piccolo had better character development than Vegeta.
I don't think that's a hot take.
That's a-
Anyone who knows truly Piccolo, how he came from Demon Lord Trick Piccolo to being like, I'm gonna watch your son, my guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna take care of your son. I'm gonna be a better dad than you.
Yeah.
Right, that's
I don't
a
think
hot
that's.
take.
I don't think that's.
Nah, I don't
crazy.
personally believe that. Well, there's a lot of people who would
But-
believe that Piccolo is
Yeah.
a better dad than Goku.
He's not, but
Gohan just likes trauma
it's just that Goku sacrificed himself. But
multiple times.
the other opposite was that he doesn't sacrifice himself, and those people destroy the world and kill his son anyways, or take his son anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not that it was two decisions. One was just the obvious. He had to sacrifice
Both
himself.
times he died was for his son.
Exactly. He sacrificed himself.
He
It's not
killed
like he just
himself
dipped.
to stop Raditz for his son.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then you have the moment where he says, "Hey, son, go fight Cell."
Yeah, but
I could have won, but go fight Cell. You know what? I'm gonna give him a sensu bean.
He couldn't have won.
the sensu bean was disrespectful, but he also knew how strong Gohan was.
He knew what it had to take to get Gohan to his full potential.
He knew how strong he was. As soon as, if you watch, when he came back from the hyperbolic time chamber, he was talking to Vegeta, and I was just like,
It's
yeah.
not even just that.
Hmm.
There's a moment when he's telling Gohan about, like, he's like, you can fight Cell, and Gohan's like, why are you holding back fighting him?
Hmm.
He's like, no, I wasn't holding back. You are just gauging Cell's strength off of your power.
Mm.
So he thought that Goku was holding back, but he's
yeah.
like, no, I was going full
Yeah,
out.
because at the time he probably didn't realize he was stronger than Goku.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah. But anyways,
A little bit of hot takes, I know.
yeah, we're gonna move right along. Cool. All right, on to our favorite game, Pick Your Poison. So you guys should know by now, but we're just gonna pick two cards, and it's practically would you rather. It is the After Dark edition, so it is a little more raunchy, a little bit more crazy. And
If you've seen the few episodes or the few episodes before this one that we've done them, they get kind of crazy.
they're wild. Honestly, this game is
If you watched our shorts, just
yeah,
some
exactly.
crazy.
You know. All right, so I'll pick one card. You pick one card.
Okay.
All right. This is crazy.
You have no idea.
Okay.
You have no idea.
All right, you go.
You gotta go first. Bro.
Okay. So pick your poison. Would you rather only sleep with people twice your age?
Oh, or find out your partner is really a prostitute hired by your parents.
Okay. Oh, God.
So this was all fake. It was all fake.
Mm.
For his. It was all fake, and my mom paid for this. What do you mean?
That's insanity.
Listen. Twice your age.
I'm saying, hey,
No.
I'm good up until 30.
you're God. You're God.
Listen.
You gotta do it over there in 60s.
I have to choose that option.
I would choose this one too.
I'm choosing that. Yeah, at least this, pretty much, I'm writing off sex for the rest of my life. That one,
I lost the current partner.
yeah. And I can find a new one.
Exactly. I'd be heartbroken.
Oh yeah, the sting of that, bro.
I'll be like, Mom, why?
To anybody in the family.
I'll be like, Mom, why? You think I'm that? You think I can't get no big? You
Oh,
like no women? You think I'm a girl?
Zero game. Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, no, because yeah,
Think I'm a
I would
waste you,
definitely-
fam.
This is definitely like I'm exiling the family. Ain't even gotta be your guys' fault. Siblings gone too. I'm like, nah, you niggas was in on it, bro.
I
I had me
mad
up
as
in the
hell.
room. kissing a bro. You bitch, nigga.
Yeah, that'll be done. Don't put it on this. Yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah, we did the green thing.
Okay, we'll do another card.
Want to?
Or JJ, do you want to pull?
Pull
Oh, you got some. Okay.
All right. Pick your poison. Be followed around by your mother all day, every day, so she doesn't leave you alone.
Okay.
Or discuss the pros and cons of anal with your parents.
Wait. I'll do the pros and
It has to be that one. What do you follow you around all day, every day? No.
Saying I can't go crack find shit.
I can't go crack. I can't.
No. It has to be.
You telling me I'm out playing street ball and shit on the sidelines? I'm getting laughed off the court.
Bro, it would just drive me crazy.
Especially with my mom.
It would just drive me crazy. Like, getting up to go to the washroom and like, oh, where you going? Don't worry about it.
And then you're sleeping, she's just right next to you in the bed.
No.
You know how many times I just like, all right, I'm gonna go to the gas station real quick.
Hey, let's
come in with.
Sometimes I want to just drive alone.
Exactly. No. That'd be.
It'd have to be a situation where they're following behind me in the car. Then it's a little bit better. But at the same time, that's still worse because that's money out of everybody's pocket. Extra gas for no reason.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
That shit would drive me crazy.
I have to pick and discuss the pros and cons.
Legit.
Yeah, because it's not like you gotta
do it. I don't gotta do it.
I just informational style.
You know
That's it. I'm like, yep. So, just to let you know,
this and this, and this.
Exactly.
All right.
Good
We're
chat.
not gonna talk.
We're never gonna talk ever about. We're never
not
talking
gonna
about
talk for a week. We just gotta let this one breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll go take a hotel. I'll be back later.
Yeah.
Oh man, exactly. Pretty decent one.
Yeah.
You pick your poison. You want to do one more?
I kind of feel like we should.
All right, let's do one more.
Just because those were kind of quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, we've already did that one.
This is ludicrous.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Ludicrous.
Actually,
okay, you go first.
I'll
I
go
went
first.
first last time.
Be required to kill one person per year, or you must kill yourself.
That's crazy.
I'll go kill a pedophile.
Or you have to kill someone every year. That's crazy. Or let's give your grandmother a dildo for her birthday. And write, Grandpa will always be with you on the card.
Nope. I'm going with this one.
Yeah, I don't say that. I'm a Jaeger, so I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yo. This is actually crazy. Grandpa will always be with you. Winky face is what it shows on the card. You have to write that on the card.
Nah, bum. That's not happening.
This is insanity. But killing a person realistically is also insanity.
Crazy. Yeah, very true.
I think I'd be fine with it.
Part about
I'd go on the pedophile or rapist list.
Sir,
you're still getting convicted for that.
You're not.
I go to jail?
Or you're not
gonna get away. If you can get away with it, you can get away with it.
You have to literally kill them.
That's fine.
How?
Huh?
You ain't gonna be able to do it?
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
You
I'm
think
a crazy guy.
You know what you could get away with? I just live in a stand your ground state and kill a mailman every year.
This man said
you stepped on my property.
Mailman. No, you just go work in a hospital and kill somebody.
That's worse.
That's horrible. You're just killing innocent niggas in the hospital.
No, but there's a bunch of old people who trying to be done.
I guess.
People on the way out.
You just work for the DNR.
Exactly.
It's like if they have a DNR, do not resuscitate, and they start going. It's like, all right, well, unplug it. That's a death.
Bear people out. It's just once a year, right?
Yeah.
Once per year, or you must kill yourself.
Yeah, I do that.
I'd work at a hospital or whatever, and I'd probably do that. But honestly speaking, I'm choosing this one because there's no way of killing somebody every year. There's just no way.
You're gonna get your grandma a dildo?
Nah, but it's crazy because our grandparents are separated.
That's fine.
Nah, but no one.
Don't get me wrong.
Going into the store to buy a dildo would kill me.
Oh yeah, true. Nah, I just be like, it's a gag gift.
100%.
At a store, you could be like, yeah, it's a gag gift.
Yeah, it's just be
Not that gag gift, guys.
crazy thing. But anyways, pick your poison, guys. That's the game. You guys should sponsor us.
Well, send us the After Dark edition.
Nope. After dark.
I assume there's one.
I want the original package, the big one. But anyways, we're gonna step into the last portion of the podcast for today's episode. We're going to be doing a blind ranking. JJ did the courtesy of getting us some songs here, and you want to introduce the topic?
Yep, it's not songs really. It's just we tried to do this a couple weeks back, but your boy Tavon here failed horribly. So I had to step in as the big bro, and we're gonna do anime OSTs.
He's dying for that.
We're the anime OSTs,
Mm-hmm.
not the. And then let's see how these guys rate them.
All right, blind ranking. So it's just us two here. Should be pretty easy. And then, so I guess you just play the song. If we can't tell what anime it's from, just let us know. But I hope we know them.
I feel we could go with the names first. It's not like I really know the name.
That's why I said, what's the point? Who cares about the name?
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Or just the anime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like the name of the anime.
I thought you meant like the
play the OST, just so we can get
title.
into the mindset. Maybe like if it's an anime we know, then it's
Okay.
we're
Okay.
looking for a thing.
All right, so
Number one song we're gonna go with from Bleach.
Okay.
Here it is.
all right. The Spada theme. Blind rankings are so tricky, bro. Because I don't know what's coming down the pipeline.
I know, right?
Especially
Especially with OSTs.
Shit. Okay. I personally, I'm gonna have to play it safe. This is a 3 for me.
3.
I'm gonna play it super safe. This is a 4.
4. Okay.
Okay.
Second one.
I gotta say.
This one's from Naruto.
Okay.
Sadness and Sorrow, Naruto. Where are you guys gonna put that?
Sadness and sorrow. Okay. Shit.
Pre-podcast, I was just shitting on this.
Yeah. Honestly, I was just saying how good this damn song is. For its style, ain't no better sad song than that one, in my opinion.
I'd have to agree with you.
But okay. I have to leave some room, so I'm putting that 2.
I'm gonna put that at 3.
Okay. Not bad.
Not bad.
I just don't know what else is gonna be down the pipeline.
That's why I'm holding on to 5.
This one is from Fairy Tail. I don't
Fairy
think you
Tail.
guys have watched that though.
I've seen some of Fairy Tail.
Oh, okay.
I know of Fairy Tail. I haven't seen it.
All
Fairy
right,
Tail. It's called. I think it's a Dragon Force OST.
Okay. Not
Not
the
the
biggest...
Dragon Force I'm used to, but
Fire the Flames. That's what I. But anyways, for me, I'm not the biggest Fairy Tail fan. Like I said, I didn't watch it all. I did watch a bit of it when it first came out. To be safe, I'm gonna have to drop this at 5.
see, I'm gonna go the opposite and not be super safe, just because I feel like JJ has a garbage one in the tuck. So
I have a great poker
it's at
face.
2. I can live with this being at 2.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Over Sadness and Sorrow. Anyways. All right.
Next up, from Dragon Ball.
All right, that's South Theme. Holy, that's a crazy one. Even though I'm not even the biggest Dragon Ball fan, that's number 1. That's number 1. South Theme goes so hard.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm putting that number 1.
I gotta put it at 5.
You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy to put
I
it at
love the
5.
song. I love the song, truthfully. But what I will say is why I'm okay with putting it at 5 is for 2 main reasons. One, because I feel like out of all of the other songs that have been played so far, this one I feel like I would listen to least randomly out the day. Like Sadness and Sorrow may be lower, but I may be in the car and like play a couple of the rest of these.
No,
I'm not playing the Cells theme unless it's specific situation. I have to be playing a game with Cell in
there's
it.
no way I'm playing the Spada theme over the Cell theme. There's no way I'm playing the Fairy Tale one over the Cell
Definitely the Espada theme over Cell's theme.
I don't think so. But
Cell's theme's great,
sure.
but I feel like Cell's theme for me can only be Cell related. It has to be perfect.
Nah. Perfect Cell. But anyways. All right, let's see what we got left. I hope it's trash.
I'm just riding on the fact that he put Overtaken in there.
We'll see.
No, I forgot what it's called, and I don't know what it's. There's a lot to search up.
All right, what is it from though?
It's the One Piece one.
Okay, which one?
The everyone everybody knows.
Dun dun.
Dun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Like I knew.
Yeah, I knew you were holding out for that one.
Because I just did the first one that came to mind. Okay, and that's the list.
That's my number 1. Yes.
I knew he's happy.
But I think the rest of your list is kind of mucked.
No. The only thing that's marked in my list. Hold on. Go. What do you? Oh, I guess yours
it's
is
number 4. So overall, my list goes top to bottom. Cell's theme 1, 2 was
Sadness and
Sorrow. 3 was the Espada theme. 4 was
Fairy Tale,
and then not Fairy Tale.
Oh, sorry,
Overtaken.
Sorry.
One Piece, and then 5 is Fairy Tale.
So mine was 1 is One Piece, 2 is Fairy Tale, which 3 is Sadness and Sorrow, 4 is Espada theme, and 5 is Cell's theme. I want to switch 2 and 5. So
of course.
I was holding out for the fact that he was gonna drop some, like Astro Boy or something.
I wanted for my change. I think I would just move One Piece up to 3, and then move down everything else. Espada would be 4, and then Fairy Tale 5.
Me personally, out of all those, I have to pick. Sadness and Sorrow has to be 1. Sadness and Sorrow has to be 1, and then Cell theme is 2.
Not even remotely close to as good as Overtaken. Okay,
Nah,
all of it is.
You're putting Overtaken too high.
It walks down the rest of the bro. I would play that for 7 hours straight driving home. Next road trip, I'll play it the whole way.
I want to see what VVN has to say about it when you go to the Airbnb.
I want to see
I know Raymond get annoyed so quickly.
The something it just gets you hyped.
Same with Overtaken, bro. I would say Cell's theme would have been 2 for me, but
5 is wicked,
bro.
Especially having Fairy Tale up at 2.
When I put Sadness and Sorrow at 3, I'm like, fuck, I have 1, 2, and 5.
Yeah.
And then I heard Fairy Tale, and I'm like, fuck, he might have put this one as the one I'm supposed to put 5, but I'm like, no, because I still have Dragon Ball, and I still have One Piece.
I thought you were gonna do Ultra Instinct.
No
theme.
If it was Ultra Instinct theme, it wouldn't have been a question. It would have been 2. 100%. I wouldn't even tried to put Fairy Tale at 3. Or I would have put Ultra Instinct at 1 and Overtaken at 5 in that case.
Nah. Yeah. The Cell theme is actually too good.
It's really good. It is really good. It is known as the best villain theme in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
That's sick. There's only one other song that I actually like better than Cell theme in the whole series of that show, and it's when Goku is going Super Saiyan 3. music they played there is so good.
It's the guitar riff. I know exactly.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this.
Yeah. So good. Goku Super Saiyan 3 is crazy.
They should have put that guitar riff in Daima when he went Super Saiyan.
He went Super Saiyan. Yeah, true.
Because he did do "And to Go Further Beyond" again.
Yeah, exactly. It was sick. Anyways, I think we're gonna wrap the episode there.
Wrap it up.
Anybody have any closing remarks before we shut out this episode?
Hinata is shit.
Wrong. Maybe Hinata Hyuga, but not to Shoyo, my boy. No.
All right, I do got one more. If you drive an automatic, bro, you lazy.
That's
lazy.
what?
That's a wild
statement.
Mic drop. All right, what was that?
I got one more. Eren Yeager was right.
Eren Yeager.
Yeah, he was right. He saw the future. He knew he was right.
No, as in he should have killed them niggas. Everybody.
Nah.
I was a true Jaegerist. I am a true Jaegerist.
So prove the
Well,
people who were,
he didn't go the Jaegerist route either. But
So prove the people who were discriminating against him right. The people who were like, those people are like different, stuff like that. The ones that were hating on the Jaegerists.
I don't care.
You should
I
prove
think-
them right.
Kill him.
like, yeah, pretty much Eren just decided, like, I know I could forgive these motherfuckers, but
I'm not going
I'm
to.
not going to. And it's all because Anyways, thanks again for watching, listening, and tuning into the WDK Podcast. I'm Vaughn.
JC.
And
JJ.
thank you again for watching. So, later days.
Lean to that side. Just lean to that side real quick.
What?
You need a Gears of War.
What? Oh, what the